Show continues.
Chris. What's up? What's going on, man?
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
How you doing? Nice to meet
What's up, Chris? What part of Long Island? I need to know right off the bat.
Baldwin?
Baldwin.
Oh, yeah.
Huntington.
Okay, yeah, I just actually bought a house in Dix Hills. We're closing.
Ooh. What happened?
We're closing. Dix Hills?
Dix Hills, yeah.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
to Huntington?
Yeah.
I'm closing on a house.
Oh, you're closing on a
Nice.
house in
Closing
Dix
on a
Hills.
house, yeah. Coming on up. Can't wait.
Congrats, man.
That's pretty
Leaving
good.
the South Shore for the first time in my life.
Oh, man, that's a
It's a little
whole nother
scary, A
world.
little scary.
North
It
Shore,
really-
South Shore.
It's really two different worlds, North Shore, South Shore, Long Island, with the LIE splitting the
Yeah, I was
right down the
I was
middle.
East Northport for quite a
It was
while.
always weird to go south of the
South
Long
Shore
Island
was like,
Expressway.
oh, these people.
Right.
Well, and then growing up, there was always fucking, the Bay Shore hair chicks and stuff. Bay Shore, go fuck yourself. Yeah, all that shit.
You might be a
That's
little
self-regard.
too young for that, actually.
Yeah, but that's,
You don't remember the waterfall hairdo, right?
Where,
The
just-
bangs, the waterfall bangs. Nah, see, he's too young.
Chicks would like spray their hair, brush it all forward because they wanted that big presentation like a lion mane, and then they turned sideways and it was just like empty in the back.
We call it the waterfall.
What was that, the 80s, 70s?
Yeah, it was
All
probably
right,
80s.
Chris.
80s.
Yeah,
I remember.
We own,
I got you.
yeah. Wow, from Baldwin though.
Hope
That's
this is mine.
that
Yeah,
is South
for you.
Shore.
we obviously were rooting for you just because we're Long Island guys. And
I
now,
appreciate
now
it.
that we know more about you, holy shit.
Yeah.
Congrats on everything.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I turned around. I was actually at the fight, and I was.
Were you?
Yeah, I was in Vegas for that, and I was rooting for Silva. And halfway through the fight, I got so annoyed at Silva. No, I got so annoyed at Silva. I started yelling in favor of Weidman. I got so annoyed at the way he was acting. I wanted to see you beat him.
Certainly did.
Yeah, but I mean, it really, I'm a fan
So
of his.
you're from New York?
Yeah, Jersey.
And you're rooting against me?
Not necessarily against you as much as I was rooting for.
Nah, just stick with it, man.
No, but it wasn't against you. It was,
That's all right. Nah, I appreciate
But I
it.
wound up really.
Actually, he's more Jersey than New York. So
You know what's crazy? Everywhere I go, everybody's confusing New York and Jersey. It pisses me off.
man.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
from
that
New
about?
York. I'm not from Jersey.
New
Yeah, I
York.
grew up in
Yeah.
Jersey, and I live in the. I like to call it the Big Apple because that makes me sound like I grew up here.
Typical Jersey guy.
But when in the middle of that fight, you it seemed like in the fucking first round, and a lot of the fighters had you picked, like Chael and Uriah Faber. In the first round, you got Anderson Silva down, and you had him in a it looked almost like a was it a heel hook you were going
Yep,
for?
heel hook and knee bar. I had him two variations of that. Yeah.
And I think that really frightened him.
Yeah, no, I felt like I had the advantage on the floor, and it's one of those things. It was a high risk move to go for it. There was a good chance to get back to his feet, but I felt there was an opportunity to go for it. I hit him with a big shot on the ground, and I felt he went out for a second.
Oh, wow.
And so I attacked the submission, and when I attacked it, he ended up slipping out, got back to our feet, but I was confident there too, so it was all good.
But then Silva started the taunting, and that's what made me think like, wow, this Chris really scared him. Because now he's going into the psychological.
The taunting was more than usual because we all know he likes to fool around.
Well,
a little bit,
there's been some fights he's had where it was a lot worse than that, though.
You think?
Yeah, terrible.
Damian Maya was bad.
There was two fights.
Okay.
When he fought Damian Maya and Talislaitis, it was like, and he didn't even finish those fights. He was toying with them, and didn't finish them. It was the most embarrassing fights
Oh wow.
you'll ever see.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you better.
Knock him out.
If you could
Finish it
do
up.
all that,
Close
you'd
the
think
deal.
you'd just be like, all right, you could hit him out of nowhere and knock him out anytime you want.
Yeah.
But
So what was happening when that started to happen? What was going through your head?
stay calm, keep moving forward. I had guys I brought in that would do all that type of stuff to me, boxers and kickboxers. They start trying to mess with me, talk to me, because we knew he was going to be doing that. So just stay focused on what I got to do. But it got to the point when in that second round, I always kind of imagined that if he was going to start doing that, it was going to be if he was picking me apart on my feet. And I was losing, and he's trying to embarrass me, and I figured I'd be able to keep my emotions steady when that was happening. I didn't expect for him to be doing it when I'm picking him apart. I'm just like, then it just pissed me off. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Yeah, right. And I was like, I am not. They got to the point when he started fooling around for like. After I hit him with like a left hook that definitely didn't stun him really, but he pretended like he did. And I was like, you mother. And I just went after him. I threw everything I had at him. I wasn't going to stop throwing until I hit him, and I ended up hitting that left hook.
So you're saying that when you did, you hit him, and he looked like
That
he was
wobble.
going down
Yeah.
that wobble.
I doubt maybe it hit him decent, and he felt like and then he plays it up, making me think he didn't really get hurt. You know, just trying to mess with me.
Yeah.
like you can't hurt me.
Took something out of him though.
Yeah, and
Oh
made him
man.
not think straight, I guess, because
Yeah.
it didn't work out for him.
Oh, did he fucking go
I've
down?
never been more
Oh,
shocked at
my
a sporting event than watching him fall.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it because again, you're so used to seeing him. At least you knocked him the fuck out. I couldn't believe you connected and knocked him
And
out.
what was going through your mind as he's falling over?
Yeah, as you felt your fist hit that
Yeah,
face.
what was going through your
You
mind?
know, it's hard to put into words, but at the time, it just kind of finished his fight. Like, all right,
right,
I know
right.
what that left took. I got to keep hitting him. I don't know if he's going to gain consciousness or whatever, but.
But you had to have a holy shit moment, like,
Oh, I
holy
mean,
shit.
when I freaking knocked him out, I got back to my feet. I was like, "What?" I actually started. They actually took the camera away, but if you'll
Yeah.
see when when they put the belt around me, my shorts, the Velcro is all ripped open. That's not easy to do. I literally started ripping my shorts off. I was stripping down. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. So thank God
That's
I
a
did.
Long Island thing,
Yeah,
man.
it's like, yeah, take my pants off.
That's usually you see that outside bars, but that is really a Long Island
That's
thing.
crazy. But, yes, it was crazy. It was a surreal feeling. You know, I imagine, you know, freaking beating him a million times to do it, and the way it happened was just, you know, obviously crazy.
Well, we're all in now with you, man. Jimmy, you're all in, right?
Yeah, I still love Silva, but I really, really like you too because that was amazing. I was so pissed off at him for doing that. It's like, this is the number one contender. You can't. What are you doing to this?
Right.
You can't fucking do that to this guy who just put you on your ass in the first round. It really irritated me, and I felt it was for the wrong reasons. It was like you're just trying to psych him out, and I was yelling to you, "Don't fall for it." I'm sure you didn't hear me, but I was so, but I really was irritated. I'm like, don't fucking fall for that nonsense.
So you really started cheering for me?
I'm not bullshitting you. No, I wouldn't
Really?
lie to you. No, I have no problem saying I was a Silva fan because I like him, and we had interviewed him before, and he was very nice.
Yeah.
But I got so aggravated, I started rooting for you to beat him, and I was shocked that it happened, but I was really glad that it did when it did because it was just unnecessary. It
Yeah.
was unnecessary when a guy puts you down to stand up and start dropping your arms.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
How did you get past the mystique of this is Anderson Silva? Like, or did you never fall for it, or did you fall for it and then get beyond it?
It's always a struggle, you know. Anytime you fight anybody, you see everyone at this stage of the game is good. There's things about them that are, you know, almost mesmerizing. You know, you can look at them and oh wow, but you have to just realize they're a human being. You know, they put their pants on just like you, and that's really it.
In the second round, when he started kicking you, he seemed like he was throwing some, like he was striking a little bit better. It seemed like in the second round, and his kicks there's almost an arrogance when he throws a kick. Do you know what I mean? When the face he makes when he throws a kick, like it's a disdainful thing, and he seemed like he started connecting.
Yeah, that was one thing that I didn't expect. I didn't expect him to throw low kicks at all, or to leg kicks. Just because I thought he'd be a little bit more worried about the wrestling. So during the camp, I didn't get leg kicked at all because the guy who usually leg kicks me had a messed up shin the whole camp. So I didn't. And the kickboxers we brought in were more guys who like flashy type kickboxing because that's what he does. And Anderson's really not known for his leg kicks. So and especially fighting a guy like me as a wrestler, I would think that he was going to stay away from that. So when he started leg kicking me, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, next time you do it, I'm taking you down. But it just wasn't second nature at that time. I just didn't do it I wasn't taking guys down off leg kicks for a while.
Why is it bad to throw a leg kick at a wrestler?
Because it's easier to get taken down. Just think it, I could just grab your leg and push you over and you're down.
It really is. Like, could a small guy it's always amazing to me the way how fast you can put somebody down. It's almost like fighting has changed. You can bring down somebody of any size really by grabbing their leg.
Yeah, I mean, depends how big. Depends how big this guy is and if he knows what he's doing too. But are you asking if I can?
Yeah, or any UFC guy.
I would assume he can.
Yeah, like even a guy.
Or if you can.
Not necessarily.
That's what I thought you were going with that.
No. Let's say a gentleman of my size, of a slighter frame. But if I happen to be trained in fighting.
Yeah, I think you get somebody's leg up in the air and you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be hard to, especially in the heat of a battle. When you throw a kick, it's just, and you're able to catch his leg and just run him over. I mean, it's hard to really stop. Whether the guy's a great wrestler or not, it's just too big of an advantage.
And you went to Hofstra University.
Went to Hofstra University.
I say that because you got a degree in psychology. Mm-hmm. Does that help you out in the sport at all?
Yeah, I think so. I think
In what way?
I just know the right type of mindset you need to be a winner. I kind of study that stuff and realize there's a million different doubts that come to your mind. It's just part of human nature. It's just you have to be able to work through that and keep the positives over the negatives. And just stay confident. It's all. I mean, it's all about confidence, man. And you're not always going to feel confident, But all that matters is when you step in that cage, when you touch those gloves, that you're confident.
Right.
And I think that all literally comes from hard work. If you're not working hard every day, you're not going to feel like you really belong in there, and you even deserve to win. So that's really where it's at.
Nice.
What's the scariest moment when you first step in? Because I always watch guys right before like the announcement, or like when the other fighter comes in and is doing that like little circle around the ring, or when they're ready to announce you. Like what is the moment where you're like, fuck? Is there any moment where it's like the most jarring?
I don't get crazy nervous, man. I've been competing for such a long time. I do a good job at just putting it out of my mind. I give it up to God and just say a prayer. And at that point, I just feel real relaxed. But I'd say probably the most like, oh, here we go. This is like all this hard work is about to pay off. Is when the guy Burt Watson. He's this guy. He's the guy who gets us out of the dressing room and tells us he's ready to go, and he's out of his mind. Great guy. And when he starts saying it's time to roll, and you and your team have to come and start getting ready to walk out, and you're going to sit and wait for your walkout song to come out. Come on, that's probably the time. It's like, here we go, it's time.
Right.
That's got to be a great feeling, though.
Yeah, it's
hearing your song and then you get to walk
when
in.
the song comes on, man.
Fuck.
It's like it's crazy, man.
Right on, man.
Everybody's going crazy. It's a pretty cool feeling.
What is your song?
Won't Back Down, Tom Petty.
Nice.
It's a good one. Trust me.
Boom.
Back down.
How'd you choose that?
Nice.
Would you like work out in the gym and go, I'm going to walk out to that someday?
Actually, I'm not a big music guy, and one of my friends a couple fights ago was like, "Oh, he's just." Actually, I think I did like a little Facebook thing. I said, pick my next walkout song, and there was a bunch of songs, and I think I just clicked this, and I was like, wow, I think I like that one. And I've done it for the last couple fights. I think I'm gonna do it again. Everybody loves it. I got a lot of people who love it. So
Yeah, I don't remember the song.
I didn't know
Oh,
it.
you know it.
Yeah, you'll know it.
play it.
Yeah, where is
I
it?
can't sing it. I
Why
can't
doesn't
remember
E-Rock?
anything.
Oh, no, there's no one at the board. E-Rock.
You play that, E-Rock?
Hey,
Spotify.
you play
E-Rock.
it?
Could you play it?
Tom Petty, hang on.
Yeah.
Who just told you?
Back down.
He
No,
wasn't there. He wasn't there.
he just like came from the ground on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's sleeping on the ground.
I love it.
It's just
Your whole job is to wait. Your whole job is just to wait. I know it sucks.
Can he still
but-
hear us right now?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do have big ears.
See, that's the Long Island humor right there.
yeah.
I feel like I can relate to you just because you're from Long Island.
Everybody give him a round of applause.
Yeah, you know that
Oh,
song,
yeah,
right,
of course.
Jimmy?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yes.
It'd be great if you just started beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, it'd be great for you too.
I do get pissed when I hear this song.
You do? Now, does it motivate you walking out, or because if other people picked it for you, is it not? Since you're not a big music guy, but does it motivate you at all?
No,
or you don't
it
even-
motivates. I feel like this is my song now. Yeah, so it motivates me. It makes me feel relaxed and just like ready to go. Just feel good.
Really?
And of course, don't back down. Yeah.
And won't back
Makes
down.
sense.
I'm going forward. And I
Yeah.
won't back down. I won't stand my ground.
What's the worst walk-on song you've heard anybody use?
I'm a little teapot.
Are you kidding?
That would be
At a
hilarious.
smaller show. I wanted to do that. Just get people's reactions. Everyone's got like, "Mama's gonna knock you out," and then this
Right,
kid comes out with, "I'm a little teapot."
Oh, man, the place must have went nuts.
Yeah, that's great.
Then he gets knocked out in the first round.
Oh, that would
was
be
probably a bad-
embarrassing. Yeah, you better know how to
he
fucking...
he wasn't good.
We should
someone's
mention Chris
ass.
has a huge event today. Right?
Yes.
You're going to be at John's gym, right? John Street.
John Street.
Yeah, it's
UFC
it
gym
John
on
Street?
UFC gym on John Street.
John Street
Excuse
here
me.
in New York.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't there a John Street gym too or something?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't want to confuse everybody, but fans will be able to meet Weidman and Silva today, September 25th at 5 p.m. at
And that-
the UFC gym on John Street in New York City.
And that's a tremendous thing is that both of these guys are going to be there. Only the first 300 people in line are guaranteed autographs. That means there's going to be a lot of people, so get there early so
Yeah,
you don't
of
have
course.
to bitch that you didn't get in.
Oh, we don't even have to promote it. It's going to be ridiculous down there. Do you guys get along?
Yeah, we shake hands. We're not friends or anything like that. We've been. I was. With
Is there a
him,
reason
I was
why
with
you-
him in, I was with him in L.A. and with him in Las Vegas. We're doing this whole world tour thing.
Right.
Is that what we're gonna ask?
No, go ahead.
Oh.
No, I want to know why you're not friends. It's just
I mean, we're gonna end up fighting each other. I mean, he has his friends that he's with when we're walking around. I have my group that we're hanging out with, so I'm not gonna go over and start talking to him about his family and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's really just it's business. We shake hands, laugh, we respect each other, but that's really it.
What did you think? Like, what did you do that night? Like after you won, because you weren't hurt. It wasn't like you had to go to the hospital. I mean, you seemed like you were in perfect condition. What did you do after that? Like after you leave the arena, you shower. Like what happens?
Just try not. Try to get back to the hotel and get to the after party as fast as possible.
All right.
Yeah, that's really. We had the press conference. You got to wait for that. You got a million interviews you got to do, and then as soon as that's over, just try to get to that hotel room as fast as you can. Get dressed to go out. Because we had 2 after parties. I was actually like assigned to go to 2 after parties, getting paid appearance.
Sure.
We gotta get
to
here.
those.
Let's go.
Well, because you didn't have a lot of money, right?
Not really.
You were in a tough spot
I would
before.
not say I had a lot of money at all. Yeah. So,
Some say you were close to bankruptcy.
yeah, I don't know about bankruptcy. What is that when your business closed down? I don't. Yeah, no, but I was actually one of my coaches who said that. So that was a little
Okay.
That was a little far fetched, but I wasn't bankrupt. I got hit by Hurricane Sandy. My house got completely ruined. I had to move into my parents' house, which is in Baldwin, but more north, so it didn't get affected like my house did. It was tough times, but listen, there was a lot of people a lot worse off than me.
Right.
I was all right.
Hence moving to Dix Hills.
Moving to Dix Hills after this last fight. We made that happen fast.
Get away from the beaches, man.
Yes. No. Yeah. My wife, no matter what, she was like, "We're not anywhere close to the water." I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm a South Shore guy. It's hard for me to leave the South Shore.
Right.
But anywhere on the South Shore, if you get nice houses, it's usually closer to the water.
Yeah, it gets
and I didn't want
creamed by all the canals and everything.
She
Get
didn't
done.
wanna do it,
You get a
so-
good deal down there, though. Because everyone's
Really
scared.
good deal.
Because
Yeah,
everyone's
too bad.
scared shitless.
Because the house I have, no one wants now.
Oh,
great.
sorry.
Yeah.
Like $100,000.
Jesus.
house.
Yeah. Everyone got fucked down there, man.
Yeah, it's bad.
How much is insurance on those places? That's got to be.
Well, they don't even insure it. It goes through FEMA.
To get for flood insurance. You're talking
Yeah.
about how much
Yeah.
is flood insurance? I can't even tell you.
You can't get it, or you can.
Well, you can't go through private. It's got to go through FEMA. You can't just go to fucking Affleck and go, hey, I want flood insurance.
Why not?
They're a little
Because they're in the
scared.
flood zone.
Now it's no joke.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around
And the
with that.
flood. And now the flood zone's a lot bigger.
Yeah. They push the levels back further north.
So the insurance companies won't cover it.
Nope.
Oh.
What good is flood insurance if you don't live where it floods?
Because
Well,
that's,
that's
what.
just it.
I bet you they love Arizona through their main offices.
They'll give you.
on the lake in Arizona.
That's the beauty
Killing
of
them out there.
That's the beauty of insurance companies.
Yeah.
Of course,
They never want to pay off.
No, they don't want to pay.
They want you paying in.
They
but
don't want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
you can get a flood insurance in areas that don't flood.
Right.
And I guess it's if there's a complete fluke or, you bust a pipe or something like that. But as far as hurricanes go and storms, fuck you. They don't want
Like in
to deal with
Florida,
it.
it has to be hard to get flood insurance.
Yeah,
too. It's
again,
crazy.
anywhere there's you're in a hurricane zone or anything,
Yep.
FEMA,
Buy the
federal.
house. Buy the
Yep.
house. You own it, and you're screwed.
It is a risk, man. You're living large on the beach, but every so often you're like,
It's not what it's not what it used to be, man. I was on the canal, but
yeah. What happened?
but the house, a couple years ago, it's just not. I mean, first of all, I never really used it I never really used the canal at all.
Oh, you
It
didn't?
just wasn't worth it. But
Oh man, you didn't grab a boat or something?
didn't
Jet
grab a
ski,
boat, man. I was
nothing?
just so busy, and I didn't have that much money to even get one. So
yeah.
now I'm leaving it, and I'm like, oh man,
I could have gotten a
Yeah.
fucking boat.
yeah. Could have
Should
done.
move to
some good
Northport.
things.
Oh God.
Did you hear E-Rock whisper in our ear? You heard that, right?
Who was that?
That was him.
I didn't
He
hear
did
him.
give us a little-
I have no connection to him. So
Wait,
you shouldn't
that's
be able to hear me at
Tom
all.
Petty guy?
Yeah.
You heard his voice, right?
Yeah.
You distracted me after you couldn't get my song on instantly?
Oh man.
This is terrible.
See, and he doesn't even know you're right. So
E-Rock.
can't blame us for that.
What were you saying? I know you said Michael's here. Who has to go, Chris?
Chris has another interview right after that.
Oh, you're kicking
Oh,
me
okay.
out. I'm
No,
getting
no,
kicked
we're
out.
not. That's your guys telling us.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
E-Rock is kicking me out.
E-Rock.
Well, I guess we should give the plug properly. That's what
Absolutely.
he'll tell us because that's your guys. Let him know.
And of course, UFC 168. Oh,
Yeah, in Vegas.
my God. When is that? December
28th.
28th. Okay.
Did you want it to be right, Silva, the next fight you had?
Yeah, absolutely. It was the first thing I said in the cage after I knocked him out, after I cursed a little bit and got mad that he was touring me. And then I went up to him and I was like, we got to have a rematch. We got to have a rematch.
And
I wanted a rematch. I knew he was going to get a rematch anyway. That's before I even got into that cage. I knew if I was to beat him, we're going to fight again. And I wanted to do that.
Nice.
Is it a mandatory thing?
It wasn't.
rematch?
It's not mandatory. Nope, not in contract or anything like that. But just one of those things that he was the greatest of all time. Known as one of the best ever for such a long time. So he deserves a rematch.
Oh, that's a good way to think of it. And you recently said that you think it's going to be easier, the rematch.
I don't know. I'm expecting a war. I have a lot of. I think he's going to be. I think he's a stud. Obviously, but I'm gonna feel better in this fight than I did in my last. This last fight, I had a year layoff. I had 2 surgeries. I had Hurricane Sandy. This time, I got everything going my way. I feel great. I'm able to get better right now. This time, I was still rehabbing an injury and having no money. So there's a lot of things going in my order, going for me right now, where I'm gonna feel a lot better in this fight.
Cool, man. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Should we get a move?
What
Thank
a
you.
pisser.
Huh?
Should I get something?
Oh,
I normally do.
We got to do it fast. Michael Shannon's outside.
Oh, is he outside? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I normally have the fighters. They usually put me in a move or something like that. I've had everyone's done. Anderson's kicked me. Fedor's choked me. I've had a lot, but we have to do.
It's like a 2-second thing. It's
yeah,
like
believe me, I tap immediately.
What do you want me to, for on the mic? Like you got to like
Yeah, and I just
gargle into the mic or
I
something.
don't
he was
want to
like-
necessarily gargle.
he got fucked up so bad. It was
Basically,
great
what
for
kind
2
of move
seconds.
can you do on Jimmy?
I could just put my hand across his throat and just squeeze.
No, that'd be unpleasant. No, that would be
Hang
really
on, I'll take
unpleasant.
my headsets off.
Okay.
You want?
No, but I'll tap.
Guillotine?
I've gotten a lot. A lot
Got the
of.
guillotines, got the rear naked choke.
Something where the arm might bend back?
Yeah, but let me where I can tap too. Stay
right,
within
okay.
tapping.
Here we
Now,
go,
just
here we
hold on. Just tell them what you're doing before
Push
you.
the police move. This is a little bit of a Kimura.
He's got my my arm is behind my
Here we go. Right?
behind my. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure I'll try not to tap your dick.
You just tap on your shoulder right there, and I'll look at it.
Okay, I'm holding my shoulder, and he's lifting my arm very slowly behind.
Your knuckles from the beginning. I mean, from the middle of your back to your back of your neck.
Now, what is this that you're doing?
Kimura. Don't hurt yourself.
Okay, no, I won't. That's a little bit unpleasant. I can feel
I'm
that.
not gonna keep going.
A little bit. Okay. Yeah, the next, that was very unpleasant.
Don't sue me, man.
No.
I'm freaking back to ball.
Yeah, right? Back
Good luck in the fight, man.
The leaky
Really.
house.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, man. Thanks
Chris
so
Weidman,
much.
and you can
Chris, thank you, man.
and you can go downtown tonight and see Chris at with Anderson Silva UFC gym on John Street. Only the first 300 people are guaranteed autographs. Yeah, because I knew he was doing it gently,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that last second it was.
Thanks, man.
Long
Thanks a
Island,
lot,
brother.
Chris.
Long Island. Love it.
Great.